Tell me about your experience here this week.
Words. Words are beautiful, powerful, and truly cannot hold the gravity of what was held in this container, all the love and the grief that was held.
Do you want to open more into one of those and share a bit deeper?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, feel free to choose whichever one you feel called to.
Yeah, there's one that hits very fully, where just before going into our breathwork journey, I had a intimate ceremony with two new friends to engage with plant medicine in a really beautiful, connected way, setting our intentions to move into a beautiful sound journey together. And just after that ceremony, I received news that my partner was in the hospital, and I didn't know any details. I'm in another province, I'm not close to home, and so in that moment, the layers of activation and just questioning and the swirling that was met within me, and all the tools, knowing, community, and space that was held for me in that experience, and that I was able to meet those feelings, love those feelings, and integrate them into my experience and transmute them into deep healing and receiving that co-regulation, the care that just poured out from this container. And that it was a dance, ultimately. That's what really all of this is there was no one set way of doing it. It was big hearts learning and then really just coming together in a way that says, like, we got you, but also you have you. Sandy, one of the facilitators, said to me in that moment, you know how to breathe. And I'm going to share that teaching with others because so often when we're caught in our grief, it feels like the air has been sucked out of us. And it feels nice sometimes to sit in that feeling of being a victim to our worlds. And while that feels nice, what feels powerful and true is that knowing that we can sit in that grief and then bring back our present, bring back our breath. And all of the detail, all the careful structure of this week has been about giving the language, the tools, the frameworks to better meet all that within ourselves and within community. And so what I really want to bring home about this training is that we're in a beautiful space looking out at the ocean. There's a sauna. The food was so skillfully and carefully prepared in an Ayurvedic way. The intentionality that just seeped into every moment was beautiful. And the container had fumbles. We were human in this experience. We were imperfect. And in that imperfection, we sat in those feelings. We met them with our bodies and had a dialogue around what we will bring into the future. So what I want people to know about this training is that it balances the spirit and the science. It brings in the heart, and it brings in the gritty parts too and welcomes it all, the dark and the light. And there's so many ripples coming into this that I can't wait to see where it goes. So yeah, my heart is full. My heart is weeping. My heart is everything, and it's feeling so aligned and regulated and ready to integrate. Yeah, that's definitely a thing coming out of this. The need to be with the teachings and integrate them slowly. Something I'm bringing a lot of care in for.
I have 2 questions for you, and they're kind of different, so feel free to try to weave them together.
Sure.
Or respond to one.
Yeah.
Breathe and respond to the other.
Mm-hmm.
How do you see yourself integrating this into your day-to-day life? How is your life different from what life here was? And could you speak a few reflections that include Damien and Sam's names?
Sure. I'd love to. The way I will bring this into my life is through community building, ultimately. I have a beautiful community back in Kitchener, Ontario. It is well worth the trip here to Bowen Island, because what I want to integrate is all the subtle, softer tools from this and lead breath work within my community, integrated into our community events, and knowing that both in my body I know, and now also in my mind, I can meet those two things together and really bolster my community from this experience. That is what I am going to integrate, and we'll see where those peppers comes. Also connecting of communities. The offers and invitations I've received to continue connecting, and the offering of trust that I had reverberated back